G'day everyone and welcome back to this FC25 Arsenal Career Mode series. This episode 8, make sure to drop a like, comment and subscribe if you enjoy. As we get into the episode, we're going to check out the table as we are exactly halfway through the Premier League season so far. You see we're currently 5th behind Liverpool, but I think that was 8 points. So still anyone's league. We can make a comeback and hopefully challenge for the title. In this first game, we're going to be going up against Brighton. Brighton quite like their side in real life and in the game. They've got a couple, quite a few decent players. I like the looks of Matoma. Also that João Pedro, a young player up and coming. I think they still have Ferguson maybe, although they might have sold him, not 100% sure. But can hopefully get the win here, although we are playing away. And basically from kickoff, this guy Minty, I don't know how you pronounce it, just absolutely blisters us with his pace, and he gets an early goal to pull him up 1-0. And that was just ridiculous. I mean, I think it had been a while since I played the career mode, so maybe the gameplay had changed, but that was just ridiculous speed. And next it's João Pedro to put him up 2-0 in the first 10 minutes, so we're going to have to grind and try to come back here, as we do through Saka here, not just a few minutes after they go up 2-0 to cut the deficit in half. And as many people say, 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline in football. And that's why. As we're only 1 goal behind now, Declan Rice sees the run of the captain, Martin Odegaard. And it's 2-2 now. And we're basically only halfway through the first half. So plenty of goals in this one already and still a long, long time to go. And just like that, we can look to get all 3 points where it was looking like we weren't going to get any early on. It's going to be Odegaard again. Plays it through to Saka. Saka ain't going to miss from there. And Saka puts us in front just before the half-time break. And Saka is just an absolute weapon. As Kai Havertz is still healthy in my save. Martinelli to Saka again. And Saka scores again right on half-time this time. As we go up 4-2 and from 2-0 down, we score the next 4 in one half of football. And we take a 2-goal lead. And now we're getting pretty late on here into the second half. It's going to be João Pedro. And he gets his second of the game to make it 4-3. But with 10 minutes left, we should be able to hang on. And I believe we do. As we skip ahead now, yep, we managed to hang on. And Saka with the hat-trick. 4 attempts, 3 goals. Pretty good strike rate there from our star boy Saka. Bukayo. And speaking of Saka, at the time I'm recording over this gameplay, Saka just made his return against Fulham. And he scored in his return as well, off the bench. So hopefully we can see much more of Saka in the games to come. Next up is going to be in the FA Cup, the competition we've won the most out of any club. And we are going to be facing AFC Wimbledon early on here in round 3. Apparently they have a few decent players we need to look out for. But you see the ratings there. We should absolutely dominate this team. We shouldn't struggle at all against them. And that's why we're going to use a lot of our second team and just rotate the squad round. And this is the team we're going to be rocking with. Nwaneri on the right, Lewis Skelly in the middle. And hopefully we'll be able to get the job done with ease. As we play it over the top here to Martinelli. Martinelli's going to fire it across the box. And Jorginho's there for the easy tap in, and we go up 1-0. This time West getting off to a strong start, unlike last game. And there's a reason there's only a few games in this episode, and that's because there's just so many goals in these games. It was a bit ridiculous. As we get it out wide again to Martinelli, and Martinelli just has too much pace for his defenders, and the keeper can't do anything about that one as Martinelli just finesses it, curls it round the keeper there, and we go up 2-0. And I'm sure he's not done yet, as Thomas Partey plays it to Tierney to Martinelli again, and Martinelli a great first touch, and he goes himself again. It's basically a carbon copy of the previous goal, and just like that it's 3-0, 11 minutes in, and we've already got a 3-goal lead. But we must watch out. We don't want to do what Brighton did and concede their lead straight away. And from the corner now, the next one's going to be Takahiro Tomiyasu. What a name, what a player, as it's now 4-0. And this time, Wimbledon look to get on the board. Can they score here? They have a chance. They play a great ball through here. And they shoot, and they do score against our backup keeper, Neto. Possibly could have done a little bit better there, but that was just poor defending from us. And it's 4-1 now. And basically from the kickoff, we give it to Martinelli, who finds Tierney, back to Martinelli, who's just absolutely wreaking havoc down this left-hand side. Cuts it back inside to Lewis Skelly, and Lewis Skelly is getting on the scoreboard now. So really, anyone can score. We've had a defender, a midfielder, and a winger in Martinelli. And he just has too much pace. It looks like they're playing 3 at the back as well, so a very dangerous thing to do. As Tierney's found his way forward, fires it off to Nwaneri, and I can't even say his name, Ethan Nwaneri scores another one there. We've scored 6 goals in this first half. And basically from the start of the second half, from kickoff, we steal it. We get it ahead to Jesus, and Jesus scores. And it's just like that, it's 7-1. And Wimbledon now take a shot, Neto saves. But we haven't escaped the danger yet. As they play it back into the middle, it's going to be Smith, and Smith winds up and scores to make it 7-2. So unfortunately, defence isn't really holding up as well as I would have liked it. We get an 8th here, 8-2, and that is going to be the last goal of the game. 8-2, a big scoreline. Possibly our biggest win, although we have had a couple other big ones, but I'm not sure we've ever scored 8 or more in a game before. As we will be advancing into the next round of the FA Cup. There are some other results there from around the grounds. Make sure to pause if you want to see those. And the last game in the episode is going to be up against our North London rivals in Tottenham. You see here we get an email. It's going to be Thomas Partey making a move, I believe, to one of the clubs in Saudi Arabia. Didn't want to renew his contract, as I'm not a huge fan of him, and he just doesn't play enough either, not to mention the off-field issues and accusations. I just don't really want to see him in an Arsenal shirt anymore. But anyway, going to get ahead now and see this Tottenham team, who I think have a good team on paper, but they just haven't been putting in, getting good results at all. As they've got their captain Son up front, who's actually having a pretty bad year in real life, but they have a couple of good defensive players there. In Van de Ven, I know, is a fan favourite, and Romero can pop up from time to time as well with that odd goal here or there. But you see, that's the team we're rocking with. Basically our strongest team, strongest 11. And this is a game I want to win, that's for sure. And we are at home, so hopefully we can get the job done. As Kulishevsky gets an early yellow card there. And Kai Havertz, a good bit of dribbling there. Shoots it, saves it. It's a double save from Vicario. Vicario comes up huge there for Tottenham early on. But it's not out of danger yet as we whip it back in, and Havertz again has a third try. But Vicario is there again to save the day. And a great ball there from Sarr through to Werner. To Son. Son's got too much time. And he's going to score. Heung-min Son puts them up 1-0. 27 minutes into the first half. And just like that, they look to double their lead through Kulishevsky, but it gets blocked by Gabriel. But it's not over yet. Son again. Shoots it, saved by Raya. Raya, can he get up? He does, to catch the header from Werner. Don't think that was going to go in anyway, though. But just like that, big danger signs here as Odegaard plays it into Martinelli. Martinelli gets the shot off. It gets blocked, and it rolls towards the goal, but Vicario has managed to get up and recover quick enough and keep it out of the goals as we advance now into the second half. Martinelli, we've got a good chance for a counter-attack here. We play it through. But I thought we were going to get advantage there, but because the refs pulled it up immediately, that's possibly a red card for the Tottenham player. And I think is that Van de Ven? I think it was Van de Ven. And it is a red card, but he did stop the counter-attack there, which looked like a great opportunity for us to score. And now from a Tottenham corner, Reguilon shoots. It gets blocked. But this is what we wanted. Another counter-attack there. We find the defender in no man's land. And we're going to get it ahead to Trossard, who came on off the bench. And Trossard's going to score. And he ties it up with 15 minutes remaining. We definitely wanted to draw at the least there after being 1-0 down. But we skip ahead to the end of the game now. Tottenham are going to be the team that looks like it has the last chance to steal this one. It's going to be Reguilon. Gets it into Son. Son's about to shoot, but Saliba gets the block. And White blocks Maddison. Are we going to get a chance to counter? No, the ref blows the whistle. And it ends up in a 1-1 draw. A little bit disappointed in the end there. Would have liked to get all 3, but after falling 1-0 down, I can't complain too much. But that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe, as we are in the the transfer window at the moment, and I'll be looking to bring in a couple players soon enough. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.